Hi, sir.
Good afternoon, Archana. How are you?
I'm very well. Welcome to Ref Talk.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for inviting me.
Thank you so much, sir, for taking out time. So
It's a pleasure.
I hope we already have. Thank you for all the participants who have joined us on time. Before we start the session, sir, I would just like to give you a small brief about Ref Talk, what is the initiative which we have taken. So Ref Talk is an initiative by Revners, which is the social media and revenue management company, which we started in June. On 1st June, it was launched, focusing on making the most of this platform by promoting exchange of ideas from definitely the leaders like you and more leaders of the hospitality industry, especially people I personally mentor, and I have grown with them, with their knowledge and with their guidance. So till now, it is going pretty well, and I'm sure soon we'll be completing with our season 1 and we'll initiate with our season 2 of Ref Talk. So that's the Ref Talk journey. And yes, before we begin the session, definitely we have many of our old colleagues here, which slowly and steadily many surprises are coming up with you. I will not open all the surprises at once. The section is divided in definitely first, before starting the session, the two members which you can see on screen, Amit Rao and Bhavani Singh Shekhawat, my partners in crime. They both are definitely a very great support for me in this initiative, not only in Rev Talk, Revners as well. So without them, I assure it was not possible for me to take this initiative, and was a good strength for me.
I'm sure it's a teamwork. Once you're together as a team, you will always perform well.
Yes, that also we have learned from you only. So the teamwork, no, that's very true. The teamwork guidance is the first step which you made the entire team learn, that without the team management, there is nothing. So slowly, and before going further, we have a small video prepared for you. Hope you like the video. I'll just share my screen and then we'll go on with the session.
Two of the pictures which were there, one was from from the opening day of Lalit, and the other one was from my farewell.
Yes. Correct.
Yeah, I remember.
So further
Good, nice.
To it, yes, I hope
nice memories.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Correct. So further to it, I leave the session to my co-host and one of our very, very dear friend, Bhavani. So he'll take the session, and I'm sure he'll make it more exciting. Boy to boy gang. So I leave it up to you, Bhavani. Take it forward.
Thanks, Archana. Thank you. Thank you so much. Welcome, sir. Welcome to Ref Talk by Revners.
Thank you.
I would like to give a small introduction of Mr. Nivedhan Kukreti, though I am not the right person to, give an introduction to the man. But I will start with that he is an alumni of IHM Lucknow who passed out in 2003, has a career spanning more than 15 years with different great brands such as ITC, Shangri-La Hotels, Carlson, Taj Group of Hotels, Uber Hotels and Resorts, Lalit, and he has gradually, accelerated through ranks. So the biggest challenge of working under him is that he knows every nitty-gritty of every designation, every work that you are going to carry out. The biggest problem which you face working under him is you cannot tell him a lie. The guy knows in and out of operations. He is a hardcore operational manager who has seen everything, right from bell desk to concierge to reception to revenue to sales, you name it, and he have his in his pockets or is in sleeves rolled, and he won't let you know that he know and he will just put up a straight face and you can tell your story, and then suddenly he will say, okay, Mr. Shekhawat, come in the office, let's talk. And then and now it's the time to reveal the truth. So I had some really good time working under him, and we actually admire Mr. Kukreti mostly for his leadership style, because the way he used to take team together, used to keep everyone involved in all the tasks, be it not only it was not restricted to front office or operations. It was whenever we have a team building activity in hotel, be it in cafeteria, he wanted a presence of his department, his people who are working under him across the hotel. And that was something which we were proud of working under him. And we had a lovely time opening up the Lalit Jaipur, and I have very, very fond memories of working with you, sir, and a lot of colleagues who will be here in today's talks. So that was something which I wanted to say. One of the most interesting thing was about him. I remember my first interaction with him was when he took my interview. So the thing which I liked about him is that he asked me questions. Some of them I answered, some of them I was not very sure of, or I needed some support. But he was not a typical front office manager. He kind of supported me. He gave his valuable insights of his learnings throughout, and kind of fill up the answers which I was giving, which kind of made them complete. And I was super happy, that here is a guy who is trying to complete me in a sense that he's trying to fill my answers, and I was really looking forward to working with him from day one. And yes, we remember those times very, very fondly, and it's a pleasure to have you here, sir, once again.
Thank you, Bhavani. Thank you. First of all, let me tell you, you look exactly the same way as you look about 8 years back. You have not changed, so take it as a compliment.
And me?
Well, thank you.
Sorry.
Archana, you have handed it over. Archana, you have handed it over.
Archana, you always look wonderful. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, then it's okay.
So,
And as very rightly said, Bhavani, I always worked with the team rather than, leading the team, because if you're not a good follower, you're not a good leader. And my whole goal was, when I created that team, if I talk about Lalit, when I created that team, I wanted it to be the best. And I know the people that were there were the best that I could gather at that point of time, and we were a very good team. So thank you all. You all were part of that, and you've all been part of my memories there at Lalit, and it's so wonderful to connect back with you guys.
So we have a lot of people, like we have our institute, which is CHA. So those students will also be watching you. So mainly it's basically the brainchild of Archana, the Rev Talk, since everything was going haywire in the world. So she came up with this idea, that we should invite people, because nowadays, everybody has time. We can ask industry experts also to come and speak to people, and it was a great idea. We had some great shows previously. So, sir, by starting, we all would love to know that how come how you turn to hotels, or how it happened. Some people call themselves accidental hoteliers, while some have a deep, passion running from the start that I want to become a chef. So what was your journey all about?
Okay, to tell you very clearly, two things that were always in my mind. One was army, the other was hotel management. These are the only two fields that I really wanted to get into. And as they say, as I firmly believe, once a hotelier is always a hotelier. You cannot be a hotelier for few years and then change your career, because then you're not a hotelier. A hotelier has to be passionate. He has to have that zeal in him that he will do hoteliering itself. And it's not just in hotels. As a hotelier, when I go to any place and I see somebody entering a door, my first habit is I open the door for him, because that is inbuilt in me. I still look at strangers and I pass smiles and wishes, which they feel awkward because not everybody is used to that. But I still give them wishes and generally don't get a reply back. But that's fine. That's how we hoteliers are. I still call a lot of people sir and ma'am, which they say, why do you call us sir and ma'am? And I said it's inbuilt in me. So I started with these two options. Of course, couldn't make through to army or the forces, so I came into hotel management. 2003 is when I passed out, and from there I had worked at all levels and learned my way up.
Oh, great. So, I mean, you fall under the same category of Shah Rukh Khan and Abdul Kalam, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, who couldn't make it to the army, and you benefited some way or the other.
I am too small a person to be compared to them, but yes, maybe my ideas, I can still say that I visualize them, and I see them as people who have grown from the ranks. Maybe I reach somewhere someday. That will be my destiny.
Great, sir. So, sir, we have actually we had a lot of interviews and we have talked a lot about how operations will be running in the hotel post-COVID era and all. So it has kind of become a lot, has been said, a lot has been written. So we won't be talking much about that, but we will be, talking about something which is of the same on the same lines, but maybe we will try and because you have worked so much and you have worked with so many brands and you have seen so many owners also, and you have that kind of relationship with people. So maybe you will be the right person to actually highlight these 5 key questions which we have tried to put together to for us to understand what to expect and where the industry will be going, how things will come up in next few months and all. So my first question to you will be, sir, like we have seen like a worst phase, a lot of people have gone jobless. The industry is going to take a lot of time to revive, and with no government support and nothing, is coming from any organization. I understand that this is the first time we have been hit like this, and this is a great, this has going on like now for 6 months. But we would like to know, that if in future this kind of thing happens, now we have a time, we have a situation, we have gone through this. What I would like to know from you is that if tomorrow some kind of this situation happens, should hotels, try and make an association, or should we somehow, do something, maybe, sending our leaders to go and speak to government or some way or the other? Because we are completely helpless this time. So do you have, would you like to, say something about this, sir?
So first of all, Bhavani, let me just tell you one thing. When we say post-COVID, there is nothing called a post-COVID. COVID is not going away. So till the time, we say that, post-COVID, everything will be all right. COVID is not going away. Take it as part of your life. It is here to stay. Even if we get the vaccine, we are not looking at a complete revival for another 5 to 6 years. But when I say this, I don't say this to dishearten the people that are there or the people who've lost jobs. Trust me, COVID has taught everybody a lot of things. Yeah, we've learned a lot. But the best part right now of COVID is if you're healthy and you're fit, then there is nothing more to COVID. COVID will go away. In a sense, the stigma will go away. COVID will still remain, but people will overcome that. People will, start coming out, because right now they don't want to come out because of the fear of COVID. But when they understand that we have to live with it, they will come out and the industry will come back. We are a people-driven industry. We need people. At this point of time, yes, a lot of hotels have asked a lot of resources to go, which, of course, for the resource is very bad. But overall, for the organization, it's a very hard call to take. I work for an organization who's not laid off anybody, but I know of an organization who's laid off a lot of people, and I'm sure it was not easy for them. For us also, we've taken some very big decisions, and they were not very easy for us. But for the overall health of the company, that was required. So when I say that was required, imagine a situation where a hotel is able to survive this pandemic with these cuts. But when the hotel comes back, it will bring back all the employment. What happens if an organization that is not very strong, it does not have that much of cash flow to support everybody, and the organization says, no, we will still support everybody, we will still keep everybody, the company will perish. Do you think that company will be able to revive back to give those employment opportunities? No, right? So I would just say, government has a lot of other things also. We are a population of 130 crores, out of which maybe 1 crore are in tourism or 1.2 crore are in tourism, which is not even 1% of the population. So government has a lot of things on its plate. I think what we should do as individuals is just keep faith in yourself as a hotelier, keep faith in the organizations that you're working at. You can choose to change organizations, but keep faith in yourself, because you will not change. And keep patience. At this point of time, the mantra is that, save cost, save money. That goes on for your personal lives also. Please save money. Don't unnecessarily spend until it is really required. And that goes on for organizations like hotels and companies also. They want to save money to sustain themselves. So if you sustain this entire period, you will go ahead and, come back to industry or go back to any other place when the economy comes back.
Right.
So don't get disheartened is what the final outcome is. COVID will take a lot of time to go away, but it will be quicker and the industry will come back. Your jobs will come back very soon. We are a people-driven industry, right? We've seen incidents like these before also. We've all seen 9/11. We've all seen 26/11. 9/11, I remember occupancies dropped down to 7-8%, and people said that people will not travel. That didn't happen. The industry revived back within a year. So I'm very hopeful, and I strongly believe that we will come back, and we'll come back strong. There are international markets that I know of. Countries like Australia, they're almost doing 100% occupancy with domestic travel. So I am sure India will also come back. It won't be very long. Yes, don't expect COVID to go away. COVID is not going anywhere.
Okay. I would also like to tell everyone that if you have any questions, you can please put it in the comments chat box section, and then Archana or me will take them up. If you have any questions during this chat with Mr. Kukreti, or for anyone who you wish to speak to, you can also drop a message. So the next thing which we would like to discuss is that we have seen that hotels, they are. I'm not talking about all the brands, but then generally what the thing is that, that the first thing is that, most of the experts have already said that Indian hotels run with task force. I mean, usually when you go to a hotel outside India, you won't see so many people working for a hotel. So India is already, you know, on that higher side of people when it comes to manpower in hotel industry. And now we are seeing that, you know, the hotels are going to run with 20% employees, 30% employees, and this is happening with good brands. I don't want to name anyone, but then you also must be very much aware that how things are going to happen. So do you think that, you know, this is going to, you know, become a trend, or, you know, people or the hotel owners or the people who are driving these big chains, you know, they are going to take a tough call after this, that, you know, they are going to reduce the workforce post, you know, this time, because they will see that, you know, things are happening with less manpower also.
So you know, as I said, as I say that the pandemic has taught us a lot of things. Yes, you can say that hotels can work with a lower workforce, but once the business starts coming back in, I don't see the workforce being cut. I see the workforce will be back. Why? Why do I say that? Is when you talk about foreign countries and you talk about India or Asian hospitality, we are very different. In Western countries, there is no culture of hospitality. It is, you know, they have a specific job to do and they will do that specific job. Wherein in India, we, you know, our mantra says Atithi Devo Bhava. So anybody who comes to, in our country, we have open arms to take them in and we go all out to do things for them, which is not prevalent in Western countries. Considering this, India will come back with all the workforce back into hotels once the business is back. So it may be delayed for some time till the time the COVID is on. You know, the workforce will be delayed. Everybody wants to save money so that, you know, they can still sustain their property. Once it is, the business starts coming in, I am 100% sure all the people will come back. And as a hotelier workforce, right? Our workforce is so diverse that, you know, we go and work in any industry, and there are other industries that are willing to hire hoteliers. Have you known of any other sector that is capable of doing that? No, an engineer will be only there in the engineering thing, a tech guy will be only there in the, you know, IT industry. We hoteliers go everywhere. So that's the beauty of being a hotelier. So tell your students also that they don't need to worry. Just be patient, just be strong. This will just pass away.
So now, I mean, coming out on some brighter side of this pandemic is that, you know, we hoteliers got to spend a lot of time with our families, and there is a saying that hoteliers, you know, kids, they only see their fathers at night or their mothers in the night, and suddenly one day they grow up and they ask their other parent that who's this uncle in my house, which goes as a very famous joke in our industry. But this pandemic has given us.
No, the things have changed, right? Now you have FaceTime, you have Google Duo. My son calls me up from the iPad and tells me, Dad, I need this. Where are you? So it has changed. Earlier we didn't have that. My son, me and my wife both are hoteliers. Yeah? My son was in Dehradun for the lockdown for almost 3 months. He didn't feel homesick, but when we were left home, you know, without our parents, even for a 12 hours or 6 hours, we would start feeling homesick. Mama, where are you? Papa, where are you? It's changed now. Now everything is digital. You can go online and talk to anybody.
Okay. So, sir, what I actually wanted to say that, you know, that we have spent a lot of time at home, and everybody must have felt that, you know, that this is something which we were missing in our personal life actually. So I take it this as very positively that you know, what exactly do you see? I mean, that the leaders who are, you know, leading the departments or hotels, what I wanted to say is that, do you think that the HODs or the general managers, once they have gone to their home, they have realized, that they have missed something in their life by spending time with the families? And I see this as a bright change in our working hours, or maybe, being a little flexible when it comes to working. Do you see something like this happening after all this?
See, to start with, during these times when there was a lockdown, everybody was working from home. I really enjoyed spending the time with my family. Once we are back at work, yes, we can go back anytime, and there are challenges when you go late home. But see, as I said, once a hotelier is always a hotelier. We will go back to the same routine. Yeah, things will be normal. It will be the same thing for us. Family is important, of course. You need to take out time for your family. As hoteliers, we are a challenging lot. We get stuck up with a lot of work because it's a 24 hours business. But that's something that we chose to be in, right? We always had that option that you have to be here.
Okay. On a lighter note, I can see Shailesh Ubana here. He messaged me that he wanted to sing some 2 lines on this show. So, Ubana ji, you can do a small message on chat box whenever you are ready, so that we can bring you maybe live. All right. So, one thing is that, one thing which we have realized is that I have also spoken to a few people, and we hoteliers are always on the verge of TripAdvisor threats and social media threats and all. Now, do you also see this going as a bigger challenge? Because earlier, whenever something used to go wrong, the first thing well-traveled guest says that, I will put this on TripAdvisor, and then we all go bonkers. With this COVID era and everything going on, I know we are going to take a lot of precautions. We will try our best to do everything. But the chances are, you and me both know that the chances are, very much things may go wrong somewhere. So do you think that this is again going to be a challenge for us, or maybe we should get ready to face these kind of things?
So you're saying whether these kinds of guests will be a challenge for the hotels or not?
Yes.
Okay. So firstly, these guests are not a challenge, right? This is what I would say. Rather than focusing on the guest putting a TripAdvisor, why don't we focus on giving a flawless service where a need does not come for the guest to put it on TripAdvisor? So I think, that's where our thinking should change. We should not think that, okay, something went wrong with the guest, will put it on TripAdvisor. Even if something has gone wrong, let's ensure, somebody is corrected that, somebody has gone to the guest and said, sir, listen, we understand there was a problem, but I'm here to fix it for you. When you do that for a guest, genuinely, when you go and approve, most of the people, when they have a problem, the first thing that they do is they panic and they get away from the situation. When you go and attack the situation and say, sir, I am the person who is responsible, I will stay here, I will solve your issue. There is no way that he's going to go on TripAdvisor and say that something went wrong, or any other social media and say something went wrong. So it is a thinking that needs to change. You think about solving the problem, not what the guest will respond, because once you've solved the problem, the guest's response will be always positive.
Oh. Great, sir. So in the chat box, we have a question from Amit, and he's saying that it is said that front office has a very slow growth in comparison to sales and marketing or food and beverage. He wants to know what is the reason, sir.
Is this Amit Rao?
Yes, it's Amit Rao.
Yes, I will ask a question to Amit Rao also. Amit Rao, how many chefs have you seen becoming general managers? How many F&B guys have you seen general managers? It is not about a department. It is about people. If you have the capability in you, you can be from any department and you can be a general manager. or maybe be a leader for a group or a vice president or anything. It is not the department. When we say this, what people think, yes, अच्छा sales में जाने से मेरे को ज़्यादा वो हो जाएगा, front office में जाने से कम मिलेगा, housekeeping में तो कोई सोचेगा ही नहीं, kitchen में तो कोई सोचेगा ही नहीं. ऐसा नहीं होगा. It is in you what you want to become. So when people start thinking that this is what I like and let me do something so that I grow from here, that is when you start growing. And not the department.
Right, sir.
All right, sir.
Right, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
So what we all know that the students are mostly disheartened this time. And the first question which strikes them is that why this has happened at my graduation or my industrial training or a lot of things. So a lot of basically we have worked. We understand that this is the situation, and we will somehow convince ourselves. But what would you like to tell all these people who are passing out maybe this year, or who are not able to start colleges, and they when they're in college you really don't understand much about what's going to happen or how things are going to happen. So I am sure that coming from you, it will be a great delight and relief for people to hear out that what exactly the wisdom is going to be.
Okay. I'll give them a message, So when I'll give them an example about me. When I passed out in 2003, September 2002, 9/11 happened. Right? So I'm still here, right? I could have also thought, यार hotels ले नहीं रहे हैं, 30% की occupancy है, कहीं jobs नहीं है. I also chose an alternate path. I went towards call centers. I worked in call centers for about 6 months. I chose an alternate path, but I knew I was a hotelier and I wanted to come back. The first instant that I got, I came back to hotels. And if I'm here, anybody can be anywhere if they choose that path.
Great, sir. So one thing which I again wanted to ask you that every now and then sometimes that frustration comes of working in hotels. Have you ever felt that I should have done something else, or has that moment come anytime during your career that you thought that maybe I should have done something else? Or
I see when you say I should have done something else, there's nothing that you can do about it, right? You chose a path. The choices were made many years back. Can you do anything about it?
what's not?
What you can really think is where you want to take yourself from here, rather than questioning what is there. Why didn't I do this? Question yourself, what should I do from here? Because why did I do this will not have an answer. You will not get anything out of it. That is already done. You created your path. You've reached to a certain level. Right? Even for students, they had an option of choosing between commerce, arts, sciences. They chose something to reach here. So can they undo that? क्या वापस जाके change कर सकते हैं? नहीं कर सकते. So rather than thinking कि यार मैं वो कर लेता, they should start thinking from here कि मैं आगे जाके क्या करूँगा? What will I do from here?
Great, sir. Sir, one more thing is there. Like we all know that that COVID is going to stay and it's not going anywhere. And so I wanted to know that that employees are obviously going to work and they are going to be severely exposed to all this. And one mistake and they can get infected and all that. So my question is that, sir, that should management or the owners of the hotel, they should have some kind of measures in for employees, because they are at the highest risk while we are opening up the business and then we are dealing with the guest, and though we are going to take every precaution, but we never know when things can go wrong. So, do you think that this should now actually come actively from the management side or from the owners to give them some kind of assurance that we will take care of things?
See, companies already have a lot of things that they do for employees. Companies already have insurances in place, medicals in place. There are companies that will give you paid sick leaves, right? So companies have that. Now, when we compare hotels, and say that we are at risk, have you walked into any 5-star hotel during this COVID period? I would consider them to be the safest place. They are all sterilized, they're all clean, they all have personal protection equipments. Everybody is wearing a mask, everybody is wearing gloves, interactions are limited. So there are no interactions with the guests also. Very limited, only to the point. So I think hotels are safer than you walking outside in the market or you walking on the road. So hotels are much safer than you outside. So if you're worried coming to the hotel, don't be, because you are safe in the hotel, then you're safe outside.
That's a really nice assurance actually to to go back and work. Thank you so much
Absolutely.
for that, sir.
You're much safer in the hotel than you're on the street. And hotel industry compared to the other industries have done so much during this pandemic to make the workplace safe for employees as well as its guests. They've gone contactless. We don't even have things in the room that the guests can touch. Like compendiums have been removed, menus have been removed. They've all gone on QR codes. They are all digital. So everything is digital now. So it anyways, creates a barrier between the virus and you. Baki though, everybody has to be safe themselves, right?
Yes, of course. So we have a question on chat box from Harsha. She wants to know that what are the top 5 key things you consider for a front office member? Which they should keep in mind while handling a guest, like the top 5 things.
The first and foremost thing is that you should have a smile on your face. Okay. Second can be the way you speak, your body language. Third can be the product knowledge. Fourth can be the knowledge of the city. And then fifth comes technical knowledge, where you have systems and everything. How to take a check-in, how to take a check-out. That is the last thing. If you are polite, if you have a smile on your face, if you know what you're talking, you can be a perfect front office person. Or the matter of fact, any hotelier, any department of the hotel.
Thank you, sir. So if you talk about lockdown and all these plays and the phases, I would like to know that what are the top 3 things that you want to share with us, like a experience or maybe as a learning, or which you find insightful. Like what is like your top 3 things of these last 6 months of lockdown, opening, and a lot of things happening? If you would like to share with us.
So the first and foremost learning that I've had during this lockdown is I have become more conscious about touching things, because of the virus. Every time I touch something, I feel I've touched something. I need to wash my hands or I need to sanitize my hands. That's something that I've learned. So even the face mask, we were never used to a face mask. But if you consider certain countries like Japan, where a person even has cough or a flu, he will wear a face mask without the pandemic and go out. They don't wait for pandemic कि वो आएगा. They are so conscious of themselves कि भाई मेरा फ्लू किसी और को ना चला जाए, वो अपने आप ही face mask पहन के निकलेंगे. So I've become more conscious on that. Plus, I've enjoyed staying at home during the pandemic, and I loved cooking during the pandemic. So I cooked everything that you can imagine from any cuisine, and we've done that.
Okay, sir. So we had a lot of questions and answers from you, and if anybody has any questions, they can put it in the chat box. But we would also like to have some fun, sir. In every episode, we have a rapid fire, and we don't let go our guests, without some secret answers and and some
Till
spice.
the time it is not controversial, I am good with it.
That you can decide
No,
and
sir,
let
we
us
won't.
know after the round. Okay, so before moving that, we have Dharmesh with us, who has just dropped me a message on privately on the window. So Dharmesh, if you can just switch on your video, say a hi and ask your latest question. Dharmesh has also moved on so much, so he has a fresh question as per his today's journey.
Hi Nivedhan sir. Hi Archana.
Good afternoon, Dharmesh. How are you?
To start my video, a
One
host has
second,
to
yeah,
allow.
I'll help you with that. 1 second. Maybe you can have it up now.
Hi sir.
Hi, Dharmesh. How are you?
All good sir.
Good. What's happening?
All good sir. Sick at home, taking a rest and work from home.
So that's nice. Be happy about it.
Right sir. So,
Tell me.
So I have a question that what changes do you expect in the marketing strategy for the hospitality industry post-COVID?
Again, there is nothing like post-COVID, but during these periods, the first thing that is going to start is your domestic travel. And domestic travel also, your neighboring markets will start coming in. So people who can drive a certain distance will start doing that. So your drives will increase. It's going to have a chain effect because people from Delhi visit Agra, and people will start spending on cars. People will start spending on luxury products, but that will eventually slowly open up. The first thing, as I said, will open up will be domestic market and will be local destinations.
Right sir. Taken off.
Great. So I believe we also have Nishtha with us. So Nishtha, again, slowly and steadily, there are so many people to join you, sir. Just wait for it. I'll again just have her video on. Oh, hi Nishtha, how are you? Long time.
Hi Archana, hi Bhavani.
Hi Nishtha, how are you?
Good sir, how are you doing?
I am doing very well.
My mentor and my guide.
Thank you.
I really
Now you're a
can't thank you.
businesswoman, right?
Sorry?
Now you're a businesswoman.
I am working for a bank, sir. Side by side,
Acha.
I'm endorsing my husband's business.
Okay. Good.
So yes, I want to go back with, from where you started basically, like you were talking about hoteliers, that it's in our veins. So I'm working for a renowned bank now, IDFC First. And just to keep everybody who's here updated, I was hired here only and only because of my hospitality experience. So
See, that's
because
what
yeah.
That's what I said. Told everybody, we hoteliers fit in everywhere. We are like aloo. किसी भी सब्जी में ऐड हो जाता है. ठीक है. So if you have a hoteliering spirit, you can be anywhere and you can achieve anything that you want to.
Exactly. So when I came here for an interview, I had zero experience of banking, but only because of the way the interview went. So the interviewer said, he was like, it's okay, we'll train you, we'll invest in you. We just need the hospitality skills, that's it. And I was hired.
Good. You are anyways one of the best there, so I'm sure you will do well.
Thank you so much, sir. And it is
So now
absolutely
we
an
all
honor
know from
actually
where
to
we
work
have-
with you.
Thank you.
Bhavani was saying
Felicia?
something, sorry.
So we all know now where to pitch for loans.
Uh-huh.
Absolutely, please. You can call me anytime.
Done. So now we'll go with the rapid fire round. So Bhavani, you are going ahead with the rapid fire fun round. Let's see how much
Thanks,
God
Rachna.
remembers everyone.
So they say, that they say that, friendships which go back in school and college go for a lifetime. For hoteliers, it goes like this, that those who have worked in pre-openings, they remember it for a lifetime. Am I right, sir?
Very true. Very
Yeah,
true.
pre-openings always stays very, very close to every hotelier's heart, and they never
See,
forget those days.
because as a leader, you pick and choose that team. You have the option to pick and choose. Everybody who was there in the call, from my Lalit days, they would know. I used to do so many interviews, but I only picked the best out of those. And you guys were the best, and thank you for being that.
Thank you, sir. So we will start the rapid fire, sir. I would request you to brace yourself a little bit because this is going to be exciting. We would like you to rank yourself in a range of 1 to 5, with 1 being, less and 5 being excellent. How would you like to rate yourself on terms of humor?
3. If you consider sarcasm as humor. I would say 3.
All right, sir. And traveling?
I love traveling. I can drive, I can fly, I can do anything. I would say 5.
Okay. Social media?
Not much. 1.
0.
He's
Zero.
a people
Correct.
person.
0.
0.
He is not into virtual worlds. I'm glad to hear that answer, by the way, sir.
Thank you.
Foodie.
Oh, 5.
Food.
Huh?
Yeah, I mean, I still remember at Diwali, sir actually made gujiyas, and I was one of the fortunate ones to get a bite. So I know he cooks very well. He used to, in our cafeteria, I can still remember that he used to wear that chef cap, and then he used to just go inside and roll out puris, and sometimes used to help people in cooking. So I wanted to give you 10, sir. You have only given 5.
Thank you.
We would like to know that what would be your favorite attire, sir? What's like your favorite attire?
Shorts and t-shirts. Off work. At work suits.
Okay. Your favorite destination to travel in India and abroad?
Anywhere where there are hills. I love hills. I'm not a water person, but I like mountains.
And your favorite cuisine?
Indian. I'm a vegetarian, so Indian. Very boring, but yes, Indian. India has a lot of cuisines. Na? You can go regional and try best of things. And being a vegetarian, no other cuisine offers you so much of variety than an Indian cuisine does.
Exactly. So one special memory that you took from Jaipur, since you were here, what was that one special?
My son was born in Jaipur.
So we all have that one, kind of childhood quality that everybody has growing up. What is like your one quality which you have actually, from right from when you were infant to now, that you have kind of carried in your personality?
I'm very honest. I will if I make a mistake, I will go and say, sir, I made a mistake, sorry. You can kill me for it, but it's already done and I can rectify it for you. From childhood, whatever naughtiness that I did, I went and told my parents, this is what I did, I'm sorry.
5 things, sir, that you make sure to carry during traveling.
During travel or during work?
During
Travel.
traveling, I mean.
Travel. My swimming costumes, my shades, my backpack, now the sanitizer, and my card wallet.
Pick between the two, sir. Netflix at home or movie in theater?
Netflix and movie in theater. I believe Netflix. It's more flexible to watch. You can watch it anytime. You don't have to buy a ticket, stand in the line, go there. Open your phone, open your television, watch Netflix. Easier.
Expected answer. Expected answer.
One, I don't watch a lot of movies. The last movie I might have watched on Netflix must be during the lockdown. Since I've started working, I've not opened Netflix. Last movie I watched in the theater was Avengers with my son, of course. उससे पहले वो देखी थी क्या भाईजान क्या था वो बजरंगी भाईजान.
Bhaijan. Seriously, sir.
हाँ हिंदी मूवी लास्ट वही देखी थी.
Then I should say thanks to Nirav. कुछ तो आपको entertainment दिखा रहा है वो.
No, Archana,
Hero
you
के
don't
साथ
have to
cartoon
time with
देखी.
Avengers. Parents don't have choice with Avengers. They have to go.
नहीं.
How do you know
अरे
that?
I wanted to. I didn't have a choice. I had to watch it. I took Nirav along. बेटा देख
Sir,
बैठ के.
the suspicious question is, how does Bhavani know that?
Let's change the topic. Okay, so we have created a very special set of questions, and this is something which I'm sure you would also love answering, which is a Lalit memory question,
Okay.
which is like you can be honest. I mean, I
Sir,
understand
if you
the order
answer
has
any three
flown,
correct,
but I'm sure you remember everything.
sir, any three
Can
correct,
you name say your
you win an award from our side.
Okay. Then I'll give it my best. Huh.
okay, sir? Name your pre-opening duty managers
There were three.
of Lalit.
You, Nikita, Anil, oh shit. Arunakar.
Not bad.
Oh my God. Okay, the next one is name 5 HODs who were working with you during pre-opening with their department, name and department.
Rishi, Chef Narayan, Rishi F&B, Chef Narayan Kitchen, और department बताओ मैं बताता हूँ कौन था. Yeah, I think that's it.
All
और कौन था?
names you have given.
Chavi Katara was HR.
Okay, do you still remember, sir, the first team outing we went to a resort? What was the name of that resort?
I don't remember the name of the resort, but yeah.
Sir, which song was played on your farewell video?
Huh? Farewell video.
Which song?
No idea. Sorry, भूल गया.
तो मैंने कितनी मेहनत से बनाया था वो वीडियो.
क्या सॉन्ग क्या था अर्चना ये तो बताओ.
मैं नहीं बता रही. Cancel. Zero. No prize. 0 marks.
अच्छा प्राइस तुम रख लेना. बता दो तो.
पल याद आएंगे ये पल.
हाँ. के.
KK.
KK.
Sir, so many memories getting refreshed. Now we all know that you were excellent driving cars, and we all know that what went during those days. We would like to know that which was the place where you had a car racing with one of your team members. Was it Nahargarh with? Oh my God! The first option is Nahargarh with Amit Rao. The second is JLN Marg with Dharmesh, and the third is Highway with Yudhishthir.
Nahargarh. With Amit
Oh
Rao.
my God! Yeah, you cannot separate.
He even remembers the music going on in your car.
Good one.
Favorite song, Summer of 69.
Good old days.
Good old days.
with that, Archana, I would like to hand over it to you. And thank you so much, sir.
Everyone can
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Take care, guys.
How are you, sir? After a long time.
After a long time. Good to see you smiling still.
Yes. Yes. Learn from you only, sir.
Good. Something, I could pass on to everybody. So good.
Yes. Of course, sir. I'm again extremely sorry, sir. Couldn't join on time. Extremely sorry.
No problem, Soman. I can understand.
चलिए सर, thank you so
We
much.
will definitely correct once again, sir.
चलिए, thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Today we
Take care,
really-
guys. Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.